In the chill of a Parisian dawn, the great bells of Notre Dame tolled not for prayer, but for power. The year was 1314, and with the heavy silence that followed the death of his father, Philip IV, young Louis stepped into the storm of kingship. At only 24, he bore the weight of the Capetian lineage on his shoulders, becoming King Louis X, the 10th of his line. His fiery eyes flickered with a mixture of pride and grief, like embers in a cold hearth. Longing to ignite the world around him, where his father had ruled with an iron fist and icy silence, Louis burned with the passionate flames of impulse and justice. Yet his fierce spirit earned him the moniker Louis the Quarrelsome. His temper flared like dry leaves beneath a relentless fire, casting shadows on the court of France. His first act as king was not to declare war nor amass wealth, but to seek justice for his wife, Margaret of Burgundy, imprisoned by his father for alleged infidelity. The royal court buzzed with whispers. Some swore she was innocent. Others claimed she had betrayed him in more ways than one. Louis, torn between loyalty and love, visited her cell in Chateau Gaillard. There he stood behind iron bars, a king crushed by shame and sorrow, holding on to the hope that love could conquer all. But fate is a cruel mistress. She died not long after, some say from neglect, others from poison. A tragedy that left Louis's heart bruised, yet steeled. But even grief could not stem the flow of his ambition. In 1315, he issued a decree that would echo through the ages. France is a land of freedom, and any slave setting foot on it shall be free. This bold proclamation sent ripples through his kingdom, stirring hope like the thawing of winter's ice. Peasants dared to dream of liberty, but the nobles who whispered in shadowed corridors saw only threat. As Louis' zeal for reform rattled the ancient order, he made enemies more swiftly than allies. Undeterred, he raised taxes to fund wars, angering merchants. He challenged the power of the clergy, drawing daggers from bishops. Even his brothers, Philip and Charles, watched him closely, their eyes glinting with cold ambition, like vultures circling a wounded stag. Conflict brewed, the air thick with tension, as Louis marched forward, determined to reshape his kingdom. Then came summer. The court, seeking refuge from the stifling heat of Paris, retreated to Vincennes. A place alive with laughter and the thrill of sport, Louis reveled in his favorite game, jeu de paume, the ancestor of tennis, his laughter mingling with the joyous shouts of his courtiers. After an exhilarating match, he quenched his thirst with chilled wine. Too much, too fast, drowning in the moment. That night, fever gripped him, chills racked his body, and the fire that once fueled his reign now scorched him from within. Doctors rushed to his side, prayers rose like smoke from flickering candles, but nothing could douse the flames of illness. On June 5, 1316, barely a year into his tumultuous reign, Louis X succumbed, a king whose rule burned bright and brief, like a matchstick in the dark. Months later, his pregnant second wife, Clementia of Hungary, brought forth a son, John I, a fragile flicker of hope that would flicker out after just 5 days. Some whispered of foul play. Others sighed at the cruel hand of fate. With the death of the child, the throne passed to Louis's brother, Philip V, sealing the fate of the fleeting chapter of Louis the Quarrelsome, a king of ambition and contradiction, whose fire never quite found its form, leaving behind an echo of dreams unfulfilled and a kingdom forever changed.